Hello subscribers. In this video, we will develop a Blackjack game. Uh, those subscribers or those viewers who don't have idea that how Blackjack game is played can go through this Wikipedia page or any YouTube tutorial to know how the game is played. Until and unless you don't have idea about Blackjack game, till and then until and unless you don't have any idea how to Blackjack game is played, so ultimately you can't develop the game, right? So and this will be the last video of this series, okay? And to understand the logic of this game, here's the logic. I will we can suggest you that please go through the previous video in the same series in which I developed a war game, cause that video I specially uploaded to understand this block of code. Okay, cause as you can see here, that this code is really huge or and complex as well. So most of the classes which we define here are used and already explained in that video. So it will be easier for the beginners to understand this code and develop their own game. Okay, and those who are like pro in this field can jump directly to this video and try to create the game. Okay, first of all, let me run the game and show what the output uh, we are expecting from the code. Hello, welcome to Blackjack. Get as close to 21 as you can without going over. Dealer hits until she, or we can type here he, reaches 17. Aces count as 1 or 11 according to situation. Let me briefly tell you that in a blackjack game which we develop, there will be only we will be the player and the computer with a our code will be the dealer. When we first put a bet, by default we have 100 chips, and out of 100 chips we can put any bet. You can put all the 100 chips as a bet. Okay. Then the dealer will shuffle the card. We can shuffle the deck and distribute the cards. One card of the dealer will be hidden, and one will be displayed to us. According to the card, the values are assigned. Okay, and the two cards will be distributed to us as well. And our goal is to reach maximum 21 points. And when we think that's enough, like if we cross the 21 points, then we will be busted and dealer will win. So our attempt will be to come or we can to reach closer to 21. Okay, and when we think that we should stop, we can say simply stay, and then the result will be declared that how many points the dealer have and who won and all that. Okay, so let's play the game. I'll keep 100 chips on my bet. So dealer have queen of 5 of spades. I have 6 hearts and 7 spades. So I will say that hit me. It means dealer will distribute another card, a single card for me to increase the score. I'll type H, enter, and here is 17. So I think I'm close enough. So if unfortunately any 7 or any other number cards will appear, then I will be busted and I lost. So I'll prefer to stand. And dealer wins. Okay, this is the game. So we have to develop this game. And here is the code. Let's move towards the code and try to understand what's the coding in it. First of all, we have imported a random library just to shuffle and all these things. For shuffling all these things like deck and we will use this random library. Later on, we define some variables. First variable is suits, in which there are four types of cards which we have. Later on, there is the rank, like these are the rank of the cards, and we can see name of the card, two of hearts, three of diamonds, and all. Okay. Later on, we assign the values of values according to rank of particular rank. Okay. Then you can see here huh this here is it. S here assign 11 value. Later on our code we will define a class in which according to situation the value of S will be either 1 or 11. Okay. Next, we have defined a playing variable simply called as playing, and assign a true, which is a boolean value. Um, till now, I have all of you have idea that why this code is running. Like we will use this in our while loop and all that. Okay. Next, this is a simple card class which is defined same as in the last video. So I don't think you guys have any problem in this. Okay. Later on, we created a deck class to create a deck and shuffle it and grab a card from deck as it is, or just as it is in the last video. Don't have any. I think you will not have any issues in this. This is the new thing. To holding card objects dealt from the deck and to adjust ace value according to the situation, we have crafted this class. Initially, we define like started an empty list as we did in the deck class in init function. Later on, we started another dot value function with dot value method with zero value. Later on, another ace method, and which will keep the track of SS. Okay. In next method, we have assigned. We have created add card method to simply append the cards to hand of the player. Later on, here we define another method adjust for S, which will adjust the value of SS according to situation. Like if we have more than 21 point self SS or like these things, then the value will be set accordingly. I hope all my viewers are understanding it quite well. Okay. Later in this class, we created to hold chips and perform action according to the bet if any player won or lost according to that. Okay. So in its init method, we define the total betting chips by default 100. Later on the betting amount. If the player won, then the amount bet whichever amount the player selected will be added to its total, and if he loses, then the betting amount will be deducted. Okay, let's move further. From this step, we will create functions. Okay, we will utilize the classes and method we have defined till now. In this function, we will use Python error handling to take a valid bet from a player. As we have defined here, by default player will have 100 chips. If any player entered chip value or bet value more than 100, then there should be an error and ask for a legitimate value. Okay. For that, we will define a function take bet and pass a parameter chips this class as a parameter. While true, like if we are using true, it while, so we have to break the while loop somewhere in our code. If we avoid this step, then the code will run infinitely. Okay, and we will start with our error handling. first keyword for error handling is try. Okay. And this will simply ask how many chips would you like to bet and convert that string value entered by user into integer. Sorry. Then next keyword will be except. Like if any value which is not integer entered, then it will be printed out that sorry, please enter an integer value. And in else code, another if else statement is there. If bet will be more than the total chip value held by player, then it will be print sorry, your bet can't be exceeded, and it will show total chips value the player have, and here is a break statement. Okay. Next, this function will add one card to the hand and adjust the S. Okay. This is a very simple function. I don't think so that you guys till now have any problem with this. I'll skip this one. Hmm. Next, this user will okay. Hmm. This function is developed to like ask player whether he wants to hit or stand. Okay, which will use a deck, the class we have defined prior, and a hand, another class which we have already developed as a parameter, and we are setting playing variable which we develop at the top of the code here as a global variable. Okay, using global keyword. Yes. Okay, and later on we initiate another while loop which will ask user for and like whether he wants to hit or stand, and in this if else block we will ask and we will compare with if he wants to hit, then another card will be pop up, and if he wants to stand, then DR will be playing, and further coding will be processed. Okay, and if a player entered any values rather than H or S, then this message will be displayed. Okay, this function is defined to show the card the dealer have. After the player suited to stand or preferred to stand, this function will display the card which were initially hidden. Okay. This no sorry, my bad. Let me correct myself. This function will be uh, show case only single card of dealer's hand, another card will be hidden. Okay. This function we will use for our interaction. Like player will have idea that interface will be created using this function. Okay. Later on, another function will be there to display the player's card, which will be distributed very first in the game. Okay. Later on, this function is defined to handle burst scenarios. Okay, and this is like these functions are specially designed for each the scenarios game which could occur in a game. So you can go through these steps. Go through these functions and can understand this by yourself. Okay, that's all. Let's move towards. From now, we will use entire the classes, function, and the global variables we have defined till now to execute our game. Okay. For this, we will initiate a while loop very first with a true boolean value. Then we will print this entire game instructions. Then we will create a deck, shuffle the deck, and deal two cards to the each player along using this, and we will assign this card to the hand of each player. Okay, then we will use for the bet. Sorry, yes. We will ask for a bet. Then we will show the cards, and then again we will enter in a nested while loop which we where we use our global variable playing, which we define as true prior in code. Okay, then ask for hit and stand. According to the scenario, the code will be run and the cards that all the player and dealer have will be displayed. If the player has not busted the like the busted scenarios which we have developed here will be handled in this block of code. Okay, this block of code, and after these lines, all the winning scenarios, whether the player wins, whether the dealer wins, or there is a tie situation handled in this code. Okay, and this code will simply inform who won and winning position, like how many chips he won, and after adding the pre, like how many chips he had and the won chips total value after the winning, and ask for whether he wants to play or stop, and this code will execute uh, the entire game again if player enters Y as an input. I hope I am quite good, or I hope that you guys understood. I try my level best. Okay, and this will be the last video of this series, Python practice series, and I would request you guys to comment out and tell me that what kind of content related to cyber security and we can say digital forensics you wanted from me, so I could work on them and bring another content, new content for you. Till now, be motivated, keep learning. Thank you.